What is going on, guys? It is Cormission, and I decided to rank the top 3 updates that were added to Battlefront 2. Since the game is over, I just want to reflect on the 3 most updates that I enjoyed the most and had like the most fun when they were added. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. If you want to comment down your favorite 3 content drops that were added in this game, then feel free to comment down below. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I upload every Tuesday and Friday, and we're almost at 100, so any subscriber would be greatly appreciated. But let's begin. To start off with, number 3 is the Geonosis update. The reason is that we got so much cool stuff. We got like the map Geonosis for Galactic Assault, got Obi-Wan, and we got like so much more stuff. Now the reason I like this update mainly is because of Geonosis itself. That map is my second favorite Galactic Assault map, just behind Naboo, and I just love how they designed the map and how different it was from all the other Galactic Assault maps, because we never really got a Galactic Assault map like this open and like this unique in terms of phases. It is a pretty unique Galactic Assault map. I love how big it is and how close it feels to the real battle of Geonosis. You know, you have every aspect of like, you know, the second phase when the sandstorm comes in, the ATTEs moving past, you have the gunships flying in the air, and yeah, it feels so amazing that they put so much effort into this map, and it feels like they did so much with it that I really appreciate how well they designed this map. Favorite part of the map in general is just using the ATTE. What's cool that the ATTE isn't only used for just killing, it's actually a mix between the objective and you getting eliminations with it. So I really like how they implemented the ATTE, that it doesn't have to be on rails, you're free to move it how you want to, but it is also very important for the objective. So I like how they designed this map. I like how open it is. I like the sandstorm. I just like how they designed every aspect of it. I really appreciate it. And also they added Obi-Wan in, and he's probably like one of my favorite heroes as well. Just running around in this open field using Obi-Wan, with your clones behind you and the droids in front of you. Probably like one of the greatest things that I remember about the Geonosis is just using Obi-Wan and just jumping into battle. So yeah, Geonosis, definitely one of my favorite updates for the game. Moving on to my second update, this is the addition to Capital Supremacy. So this update came with Capital Supremacy. We got the new reinforcements, we got the Venator, we got the Dreadnought, and we just got Capital Supremacy. Now, Capital Supremacy is probably one of my favorite modes, easily. And I remember how excited I was to just open up the game, and the first time like boarding a Venator or a Dreadnought, that was like one of my favorite memories of the game. It was just, I was so excited to hear that we were getting a mode where you actually go board capital ships. But just, yeah, the first time actually going onto a Dreadnought or Venator was like, it was amazing. I remember we only got one map, and that was that Geonosis map. It was the Pipeline Junction map. I know we were going to get more maps later on, but I was pretty happy with the Geonosis map because it felt small, but it also felt big at the same time. But it felt really fun to play on. I had fun, for like the first few months on that map. Never really got tired of it. I just remember I got so excited when you saw like the droid gunships or the Republic gunships actually board onto one of the capital ships. It was so cool to see. But another great thing about this update was the addition of the Commando droid. And it was such a fun and agile type of reinforcement to play as. I loved, dashing around, dodging enemy blaster shots, and then whipping out the Vibro sword, smacking the enemies to the ground. That was probably one of my favorite moments with the Commando droid. And in general, probably one of my favorite moments was just every time boarding the Republic Venator and just going onto the first phase using like a Commando droid, and you got like all your teammates behind you. You're just swarming this area to override the consoles. Just swarming in there using your the Commando droid was so fun. Just Vibro sorting every enemy. Pretty funny when you actually Vibro sword an enemy, and it was actually kind of cool. A few times when I like Vibro sword like a lightsaber hero, and then they I think if you hit all 3 hits with the Vibro sword of the last hit, they actually fall to the ground, and then once they fall to the ground, you just hear teammates like just bombard them with blaster shots. It was probably really fun and really cool to see. But I love that update so much just because of the addition of the Venator and Dreadnought, basically, because we never got anything like that. And moving on to like probably one of my favorite updates, looking back at it all, is the addition of sequel trilogy Capital Supremacy. Now, I like this edition so much because we got so much stuff. Main thing is just the addition of the First Order Star Destroyer and the MC-85. I was so happy to hear that we're getting more capital ship interiors. I wish we got original Trilogy capital ship boarding, but we never did. I love this update because they added sequel Trilogy capital Supremacy. Was actually way more fun because of how they designed the interiors. I actually prefer the Resurgent and MC85 interiors over the Dreadnought and the Venator. That update was so fun to play on because we got these new capital ships that I was so excited for because I was kind of getting tired of playing just on a Venator and a Dreadnought. But playing on like the MC85 or the Resurgent class Dreadnought is so fun in my opinion. I like how different they are compared to the other two capital ships for the prequel trilogy. I just loved how the Resurgent class Star Destroyer looked because it kind of felt really creepy. Even though you fall in many small corridors, it felt like the map was really big. Because like when you were trying to fight to destroy like that generator, if you looked like on your left or right, you could see way more stuff in the back, and it gave you a scale of how big the ship is. But really liked how they designed the Resurgent class. It felt kind of creepy with like the neon lights and stuff. It just reflected a lot on the First Order. MC85 was also a cool design. I just liked it mainly because I always liked the Mon Calamari ships. They look like such a unique and interesting design. So having an MC85 was really fun. Probably, a few of the maps for the sequel trilogy felt unbalanced. Like Jakku, I really don't like because it felt always like it was in the First Order's favor. But I really like Takodana. Like that's probably my favorite map. It just looks so nice looking in the sky and just seeing Resurgent and MC85. The map Takodana, it just feels good for me. I don't know. I just like the flow of it. And Agent Colossus is a pretty okay map as well. But the main thing I like is the addition of BB-9E and BB-8. These would be like the first heroes that felt so different compared to the other ones. And they feel overpowered, but I like how they turned out. Especially using BB-8's spin cable, that was so fun to use. Like, it was a more enjoyable hero. It was overpowered, but I just liked how fun it was to play with them. I know they were kind of controversial before they came out, because some people were like, oh, well, they don't seem like they're going to be good. Or you could have picked Hux or something. I think they actually did a good job in making them. They are really fun. They do feel overpowered at times. But I just liked how they added these, nice little droids. I cared more about playing them for fun rather than just like how powerful they were or how high I can get a kill streak with them. Even though I did get pretty high kill streaks with BB-8 and BB-9E, I just like mainly that they added these fun heroes, and they're probably my most memorable heroes to play with. And yeah, I mean, they feel kind of broken at times, but I still have fun playing with it, and I guess that's all that matters. But at the end of the day, those are like my 3 favorite content drops that they added in Battlefront 2. If I were to give some honorable mentions, probably the 2 honorable mentions I would give are the last update with the Battle of Scarif. Mainly because, yeah, they added original trilogy Supremacy, but there was kind of a few problems with that update. Mainly that original trilogy Supremacy felt unbalanced, and unfortunately it still kind of feels unbalanced at times. But I just like that map because they added Scarif, and I felt Scarif was such a nice map to add at the end. And it looked beautiful. I always loved Scarif from Battlefront 2015, so the main reason I'm putting this in my honorable mentions is I got so much nostalgia from playing on Scarif in 2017 like I did in 2015. So mainly the update I like is for the nostalgia factor. They designed the map pretty well because I thought it was going to be just a direct port from Battlefront 2015, but they actually did make a lot of differences. So I like how it felt similar and different at the same time. And another update I would probably give an honorable mention to is the Last Jedi update, because back when Starfighter Assault felt way more alive, I loved the Dakar map just because it felt unique. Like gravity generators, or how you had to enter like that gravity pool and like, your shots felt distorted, and I liked how the gravity like generator pushed you back at times. That felt really unique. I like that. I like the Battle of Crate because of how different it felt, because it was just flat land. I felt like snipers would always love playing that map. When I do equip my sniper, I get quite a bit of kills if I am lucky, if I can just see people I hit a shot, and I occasionally get pretty good kill streaks with a specialist. The heroes I don't really like too much. Finn and Phasma didn't feel that good. They're just like, I don't really like using Finn and Phasma. They just don't feel powerful enough, or they don't feel enjoyable enough. But I mainly like this update for the Starfighter Assault map, because this is when I love playing Starfighter Assault all the time, and I still do like playing Starfighter Assault, but they never really added any updates for that mode after that. So mainly Dakar and Crate felt also really fun to play at the time, and since this comes around during The Last Jedi, like I was hyped for the update and for the movie, so it kind of, the hype merged, and I was just excited in general. That's going to end it off for this video, guys. Comment down what your favorite updates are. I'd love to hear what you guys say. But this has been Core Ambition. If you did enjoy the video, please like and consider subscribing. This channel is almost at 100 subscribers, so another subscriber would mean a lot to me. But thank you all for watching. This has been Core Ambition. Peace out.